Let's talk about Tony Khan's WrestleDream media call.
Yes.
Tony was vague on Adam Cole's status, but now we kind of know because he broke his foot, tore stuff. I thought that segment went on a little too long. That beginning segment with Cole and Max and everything.
MJF on the boat.
Yeah, I thought the whole thing was a little too long. He was vague about that. He wished Jade the best, but didn't elaborate on contract negotiation with her. He also addressed the rumors of him buying New Japan, saying he didn't know where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Facebook post.
Yeah.
And I have no idea. And do you know, I got bombarded, dude. I got bombarded.
I'm sure.
I pulled a Vince Russo there with my dude, and it wasn't a bro, but I said it as if it could have been a bro. I got bombarded, bro. People were asking me like, "Oh, he's buying New Japan." I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And I find it, listen, in Japan they're very big on not selling their companies to American companies.
Yeah.
Okay. When Noah was actively trying to purchase Stardom and Noah, I mean, I was told from the beginning of this that Noah was using them for leverage and had no intention whatsoever to ever sell to them. And WWE very much wanted it because they were talking at that time, they were talking about, NXT Japan. There was a rumor that Nakamura would be the guy for it, and they would have a lot of the talent stay in Japan, and they would train all these people. Whatever they were doing then. I can't see I can't see them selling to an American company. Also, why would Tony want to buy them?
Right.
You got to also think about that. Like, okay, that's cool that he would buy, like, the archives, the library, for him to own. I don't think he would end up owning all the library because I think New Japan has a relationship with, what is it, Asha? Right? And they do, like, a split. It's part ownership for a lot of the content. They don't own everything fully.
Now, could Tony Khan possibly buy a stake in New Japan?
I mean, why would he? They don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
They make enough for what they are, but, they're not in a good position. Their library is a little scattered. Obviously, they have key things there, but they also have a strategic partnership with them that they benefit from all this stuff. Like, I would much rather tell, I don't know how much of a value it would be for Tony, but obviously, I don't think this is happening. I think this is just an internet rumor. Talking about rumors, this was fascinating.
Yeah.
Dave Meltzer asked about WBD having a stake and ownership in AEW. Tony's response was not a no. I got to find that exact quote. If anybody could find that quote for me. He said, Tony controls, I'm trying to find this because I was communicating with somebody about this. And I can't find it now. Essentially, he said that he has 100% control of the company and decision-making and all that. He could still be in charge of that. I don't know. I don't think Dave didn't ask that question out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I got it if you want.
I'll say, what was the quote?
He said, Khan said he would be open to conversations with partners like WBD, but wants to remain in control of decision-making and voting. So he wants 100% control still. That's
but he did say that but the way he also said it, he said that he has 100% ownership and control and decision making.
Yes.
Again, Dave did not pull this out of nowhere. Off the record. I mean, I've spoken to you about this.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to listen. I'm not going to be the one that starts a rumor like that. But
right.
I've also, is it possible? Sure. Is it possible that WBD has some sort of stake? It's possible. Is it possible they don't? Yeah, I think that's possible. But I don't want to speculate on something like this. I want to know for sure whether if WBD has, a 10% stake or a 20% stake or 30% stake, you can negotiate that. What does that mean? It can mean a lot of things. It could mean, It could be for media rights reasons. It could be for expandability reasons. It could be to use the WBD arm in a different way. You know, I don't know. I haven't seen any kind of paperwork or structure set in place, but is it possible? Yeah, I think it's very possible. Do I know for sure? No. Have I heard rumors? Yeah, of course. Have I heard it from TV people? Yeah, of course.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm not going to report something I don't know. I only report things that I've seen or been told in confidence.
Right.
Not a lackadaisical, like, oh yeah, maybe, sort of, kind of, you know.
I mean, there's a lot of guys who maybe sort of kind of, but
well, you know, we deal with a lot of those guys. We see
Yeah.
a lot of those guys where they I don't like reporting and with speculation, right? Like, I'm very dry when I report something, and that's for a reason. I want it to be dry. I don't want to add more or fill in blanks if I don't know it. Tony also mentioned that he never said that AEW will be moving to one pay-per-view a month. This is a direct response to my report. He isn't sure what the right number is. He said it could be 6 to 8. And saying that there's more appetite for AEW content. Yeah, Tony never said it.
Yeah.
I did. I said it. And why would Tony say it? Listen, do I believe they're gonna have 12 pay-per-views a year, or around 12? Yes. Does that include Ring of Honor? You know, when I was told this, I was told this by somebody that is non-wrestling, that they're gonna have, you know, around 12 pay-per-views a year. When I had a conversation with someone that would know more, they kind of alluded that, you know, Ring of Honor is in their mindset when they talk about pay-per-views.
Right.
When they set up a pay-per-view schedule, Ring of Honor is in mind. It's not like Ring of Honor's plugged in and they double up on these. You know, and I was corrected multiple times because last week on the show, I got a correction from somebody. Somebody messaged me after our show last week and said, "Hey, you're wrong. We did have a pay-per-view in July."
Oh, very interesting. Okay.
And I said, "Really? What was it?" It goes, Ring of Honor. So
there you go.
If you look at this, right, and we're talking about 2022 without the plan of expanding, you know, into a monthly pay-per-view structure. You had a February pay-per-view, right, with Revolution. You had, what was the next one? You had Double or Nothing, right? You had Forbidden Door, All In, All Out, WrestleDream, Full Gear. Yep. Okay, that's 7. 8, 9, 10, 11 if you add 4 Ring of Honor pay-per-views.
Sure.
12 if you have that December pay-per-view be an AEW pay-per-view and not a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I know the date for that pay-per-view, for the December pay-per-view. And it's a very odd date. Okay? So it makes me kind of lean that it's a Ring of Honor show. It's the date that I have, and it's the 29th of December, which is a Friday.
Right. So you think that would just be like a year-end Ring of Honor show?
Or it could be a year-end AEW show. I would imagine it's a Ring of Honor now that I'm kind of thinking about this. But I was told that there is a pay-per-view on that day. And I was never told Ring of Honor. I was told AEW. But again, this came from someone that is not, you know, he's on the media side.
Would you prefer either one, or would you prefer like a joint pay-per-view?
I want to bring well, I told you where I think this is going to be.
Right.
And I don't know. I'm going to wait on this a week. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you could donate by leaving a super thanks, which is located below. For more videos like this, full episodes of the Mat Men Podcast, all our specials and extras, be sure to like and subscribe below or wherever you find your podcasts.